Occasionally, I will realize that there are several things in my life that are making my life significantly better. Okay. And I will realize that I have not told you about them in a while. And if there's one thing you will not catch me doing, it's going to be gatekeeping the things that are actively changing my life. The things that are really, really helping me feel like I am just stepping it up in all the ways. Okay. And there's been several. And I feel like I haven't talked about any of these things in a minute or at all, ever. And I think all of these things that I'm about to share with you are genuinely helping me live a better life in every way. They've changed my life and for the best in any way possible. So I'm just going to share them for you. And these are all across the board. They're so random. They're most of them very tiny. And it's just been really, really helpful. Okay. So we're going to go over them. All right. The first thing, I read a book. It's called Unreasonable Hospitality. All right. Listen, it is a book about a guy who owns a Michelin star restaurant in New York, a vegan Michelin star restaurant. Okay. Does it have any, am I a chef? No. Do I hate cooking? Yes. And did this book 100% change my life? Absolutely. Because what this author, what he's known for is creating a space of unreasonable hospitality, like going so far out of his way to create a culture of just surprise and delight with his staff and with the people that come into the restaurant. And this is a fantastic book. I tell every single person that I know to read this book because it just reminds you so much how little things can go such a far way with people and how to create a element of just constant joy around you. And one, you can do this for yourself too. Like there are definitely things that you can do for yourself to create unreasonable hospitality in your own home and all of this, but more than that, how to do this with your community and the people around you. And it is life-changing. Once I read this, I was so inspired to just love on people better and to show up for them better and to write things down that they tell me that mean a lot to them and to just be more present with people. It was amazing. It was huge. I took away so many notes. And again, all that he's talking about is in the restaurant business, how he created this and how he has like this dream team of people who basically just are ready to make dreams happen. And like, what am I doing for people to make them feel that level of surprise and delight around me? I wasn't doing anything. So I'm working actively on that now. Now, when people mention something that they really want or something that they need to do or whatever, or an important date coming up, whatever it is, I almost always, like if we get coffee, I will literally go into my phone afterwards and have a note open that says like unreasonable hospitality moments, and I will write this down. So like, let's say someone has an important doctor's appointment coming up later this week. I will go through and I will write down that doctor's appointment and then I will text them, and then I literally will either send them like a little drink gift card and say, go get a drink after your appointment because you deserve it. I know you're a little nervous. Love you so much. Like just like little things that are just like a surprise and delight, just a little bit further. And it is so fun. It's so fun to do. And I'm just so excited about this idea of having unreasonable hospitality. And that is stuff that's not even in our home. And then like you can go even further with stuff that's at your home, of just paying attention to what people say and personalizing experiences and all of that good stuff. So unreasonable hospitality genuinely changed my life. Okay. That's number one. Next, I have been so into an efficient home setup lately. Okay. So we moved into this studio apartment situation. Love it so much. The only door in this whole place is to the bathroom. Okay. And it's great. It's so great. And it's a very large apartment. But with that, what I'm learning is that there has to be an efficiency to all of the spaces. Because if things aren't efficient, if my decor is just decor, it's not always the greatest, okay? So we live in this, brick place. And so decorating with like a ton of plants to try to make sure the airflow is like fresh and good. Like little things like that. So in the bathroom, there's one bathroom for this place. And what I've done is I've put together little baskets of my different routines. Okay, so all of my skincare for morning and night, I have a basket of that. And then all of my makeup when I'm going to do my makeup for the day, and all of my hair stuff, and then my like deep self-care stuff. So like on days where it's time to do my eyebrows and, go like and do the full experience. Okay. when I do all that, all of these are in little baskets. So I open up the cabinet and I pull out a basket and all of my stuff is ready to go. And then I just put the whole basket back down. So all of my products are not crowding on the countertop, but I'm also not having to go down for each individual bottle, because I do have probably 4 or 5 skincare steps, and then like, flossing and like mouthwash and all this stuff. All of that's in one basket. And I just take that basket out and then I do my entire routine. It's all right there. And then I put the basket away. And then when I wake up the next morning and I go into the bathroom, it's not cluttered. It's not crowded. Everything is put away. Same with like for my dog, like we have a walking routine. And so my headphones, my like little like fanny pack strap thing, and his leash, his harness, all of that are put in this little shelf cubby. And every single day, every single morning when we go to take our walk, I pull that out and everything I need is right there. And then when I get back, I put it all right back in there and it's all there, put away easily. So creating this kind of like feng shui to the space, that it looks good. It's helping me stay clean. It's not just adding pieces of decor to add decor, but it's really creating a space then that is functional but looks good. Functional and looks good. This has just like really changed everything that I do. This entire efficient home setup that I have. I love it so much, and it has genuinely changed my life of just looking through routines that I have day to day and how I can make it better, how I can streamline it, and how I can make sure that my space is staying clean, because a clean space means a clear head, Okay, moving on outside of the efficient home setup. Next, having cold brew constantly ready. All right, so I love a good coffee drink so much. It makes me so happy. We did switch from the Nespresso to an actual espresso machine, okay? And I love it. I love it so much. The coffee tastes so much better. And it really does feel more like a ritual right now to make a coffee. And we did the Ninja Luxe and I'm obsessed. I love it so much, guys. I cannot say enough good things. So with that though, it does take me probably 5 to 10 minutes to make a coffee in the morning now. And I'm not always like, sometimes I like have a meeting to get to or I need to like kind of jump into the next thing, but it's my time for coffee. Like I work out, I do all my whole morning routine, and then it's time for coffee. And sometimes I don't have enough time to make the full latte experience or do a full matcha, whatever it is. So what I do is I always have cold brew ready in the fridge, and it's decaf cold brew. So I can do this in the afternoon, I can do it in the evening. Let's say I have some evening errands to run. Nothing gets me through evening errands like pouring myself a cold brew and then going to go do my errands. So having this ready and accessible is so important. Okay, so the same way we have like a Santa Via water filter, which guys, 10 out of 10 rep, by the way. And this has, so not only does it filter the water, but then there are stones on the bottom that add magnesium and other really good minerals back into your water. So it filters everything out, all the chlorine, all the chemicals, and then adds it back in, the good stuff. So the same way I watch that, and it's like, I don't know, a couple gallons large, like it's large. Okay. So I fill it up probably maybe once a day, just in the evening. So that way it's all set for the morning the next day and the water's fresh. So when I go to do that, I always check the cold brew maker and make sure, okay, there's enough cold brew for tomorrow. And then when I'm out of cold brew, I make it that night so it's ready for the next day. So I make cold brew probably twice a week, maybe once a week, somewhere around there. And it is always ready in the fridge. So I can just pull out a cup, add some ice, pour my cold brew, a little bit of cream, and I'm good to go. It's fast, it's efficient, and it has added so much to my life because I'm always have my fun beverage ready. And I'm not having to stress about that. Okay, so cold brew ready in the fridge, 10 out of 10. Next, a press-on manicure. Oh my gosh, when I tell you life-changing, there is nothing that makes me feel more put together than when my nails are done. And I am unfortunate enough to have like little like stubbier nails. So my fingers are fine. My fingers are whatever. When I was shopping for an engagement ring, I did try on a square cut and I was obsessed with it. It was like an emerald. It wasn't even square, it was emerald. And the lady goes, yeah, I just wouldn't suggest that when we have thick, wide fingers, like these cuts like this will definitely make your fingers look like sausages, as you can see now. She said that. We left. It was the most embarrassed I'd ever been. Anyways, love my fingers. We've come a long way. However, with that, my nails, my actual nails are not fantastic. Since I've started really taking care of my health, I have noticed they've gotten a lot stronger and a lot better, but still I just love, I'm always on the computer, I'm always recording videos, and when my nails are done, I feel so much more empowered and just confident. So my easiest glow up tip is going to be a press-on manicure. And whenever I go to a salon to get my nails done, one, acrylic is horrible for you. Two, the UV lights of the gel, horrible for your hands. Horrible for your hands. So I wear gloves on those days with that have my fingertips out, but my nail beds always hurt. My nails are always sore afterwards for at least 2 days. And I feel like they kind of pop off often, and they always look a little lumpy, and the dust gives me a headache. Like, they all wear masks in there, and then I'm just breathing in the fumes. You know what I mean? So I don't enjoy the salon experience. I don't enjoy it. I feel like it's a waste of time. I will enjoy a pedicure every once in a while, but not a manicure, never. And then add on to the fact that it is so freaking expensive. No way. Absolutely not. Hate it. So instead, there's 2 brands I love. Olive and June is fantastic. They have great designs, really, really good. I love their stick-on mani, super fast. I bring those with me when I travel often and need to switch out my nails on a trip because it's a longer trip. I bring those with, love it. Stay on really well. Their glue manis are good too. And then I also really enjoy Glamnetic. I wear both of them often. Glamnetic has a really great glue. I love Glamnetic's glue. And so they work really well. It's fantastic. Both brands are fantastic. And they're like $10 for a manicure. Mine usually lasts 2-ish weeks, maybe closer to like 10 to 14 days, somewhere around there. And I feel so much more confident, so good. And they take me 15 minutes to do. 15 minutes. 10 out of 10. 100% changed my life. Always have a pair of nails on then that feel good, and it's just amazing. Next is going to be sunscreen makeup. So I am someone that hates to wear sunscreen so much. However, there is a ton of history of skin cancer in my family. So then it got to the point where I just like avoided the sun at all costs. I like really still don't go in the sun. If the UV is above a 6, I'm probably not in the sun. I have long sleeve swimsuits. I literally, guys, I don't tan. I choose not to tan. I stay out of the sun. I don't want sunspots when I'm old. It causes you to wrinkle really bad. It causes skin cancer, obviously. So I really avoid the sun at all costs. Obviously, no tanning beds. So because of that, I just kind of never wore sunscreen because I thought, oh, I'm just avoiding the sun so much. That's not the case for your face. Your face is still, especially if you're outdoors, going to be in the sun, even if you're wearing long sleeves and pants, whatever. And in the winter, that can still cause sunburn. Even if you're not experiencing it, not seeing it, you're still getting sun damage. And that, to me, when I was talking to dermatologists about this, was terrifying. So what I do is I do my morning walks as early as possible when the UV is still at either 0 or under 3. And just that's when I do my morning walks. And then I will always make sure that I have tinted sunscreen on. So I don't wear foundation. I don't like the look of foundation on my skin. It just feels cakey. It feels, I also have like drier skin. So it always starts to flake a little bit. And I don't feel natural. I don't necessarily love it. So then I will always move to a tinted sunscreen. So this is the last step of my morning routine is I just throw on some tinted sunscreen. So I use Color Science. I also use Sealy. Both of them are incredible. Both of them have all sunscreen based makeup. So even their blush is sunscreen, their highlighter, their concealer, everything they do is sunscreen. I enjoy Color Science for the base. Color Science is what I use for my actual sunscreen, and then I will go in with Sealy products for my highlighter, my bronzer, my blush, whatever else I'm wearing that day. Fantastic, amazing, absolutely life-changing because it looks so good and is actually helping protect your skin, okay? And it's just 10 out of 10. The last thing that is more of like a mentality thing that's really helped me, and this is for pretty much everything, okay? It's the 8-4-2 rule. And I think of most things in the 8-4-2 rule. And the idea is 2 weeks, you're going to feel better. 4 weeks, you're going to see yourself better. 8 weeks, you're going to hear about yourself in like a better light. And so obviously the idea of this is like thinking through workouts. And I've talked about this before in the past, but really does like change my life in so many things. But it goes for any positive habit that you are trying to instill in your life. After 2 weeks, you're going to feel so much better, okay? And so let's say that's drinking water. Let's say that that's, eating in a certain way, working out, reading your Bible consistently every single day, whatever it is. After 2 weeks, you're going to feel it. After 4 weeks, you're actually going to start to see improvements. And again, this goes for any positive habit, washing your face every single night, whatever it is, taking your makeup before you go to sleep. All of this stuff, maybe it's digital detox. You're going to start to see a difference in your life after 4 weeks. And then after 8 weeks, it's going to start to impact the people around you, and other people are going to start commenting on it, and you're going to hear it. So it goes 2 weeks, you feel it. 4 weeks, you see it. 8 weeks, you hear it. And so other people, after 8 weeks of doing a habit consistently, are going to see a change in you and actually start to call it out and be like, wow, this is like really amazing. What's going on? And so that kind of mindset just helps me so much when I think about why I'm focusing on a healthy habit, or what I'm gaining from that healthy habit, or if it's worth it, or whatever it is just kind of reminding yourself of that pattern of 2, 4, 8. And it just really helps me stay focused, feel like there's a goal that I'm going after. And so whenever I introduce a new habit, I always put in my planner, I mark the 2 weeks of it, the 4 weeks of it, and then the 8 weeks of it. So that way I'm able to kind of track with it and remind myself, this is why I'm staying consistent. This is why I'm chasing after this, is because there's a light here. And then after 8 weeks of doing something, you're at 2 months, you're at over 60 days. Usually that can easily become an instilled habit that you continue to do, and it's not something that you're going to fall back on. So anyways, that mindset helps so much. It's a rule of thumb that I'm always following, and I love it so much. So anyways, these are some things that have changed my life the last couple of weeks, last couple of months, and I wanted to share with you because I feel like it'd been a minute since we talked about all of this stuff. And some of them are really simple and easy, and some of them are just genuinely just so helpful. Like life hacks, 10 out of 10 recommend. All of this is impacting me for the positive. And yeah, I hope that this was helpful and at least inspiring.